Hey, what is happening, everyone? As this year's about to come to a close, I thought I want to show my favorite games of 2022 in no particular order. If any of these games are your favorites, hey, drop your comment down below. With that being said, on to the list. And here we have Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I never like the day this bad boy dropped on Game Pass, I was like, woo. I had to download and start playing this immediately. Yeah, it was like me and my homeboy, we tagged up on here like on a few missions or two. Oh man, it just brings back, memories of Turtles in Time and the arcade game before it. I enjoy the beat 'em up genre, things that in general is like, yeah, this game is really cool. And here we have Need for Speed Unbound. Yeah, man, I had fun with this game starting off. Like, even though like it took me a while to get used to that art style, like that cartoony art style. You see the graffiti, got the hip hop music to go with it, just to go with the vibe of it, man. I was like, man, it's like, controlling it, yeah, it took me a while to get used to it, but after that, I got used to it. I started having fun with it, like, and of course, I haven't got the ASAP Rocky yet, but like I said, I'm trying to have fun with the gameplay and things like that. Like, just the graphics on it, especially on the high-end systems like the Series S, PS5, and PC, man. You can see like the rain effects like on the streets and everything. It's like, wow, this game is awesome. Yeah, but however, like as far as racing goes, yeah, I enjoy it for Need for Speed Unbound. Here we have Horizon Forbidden West. Man, when this bad boy dropped, man, I just I pour hours into this game. Seeing Aloy on the PS5 and that 60 frames per second, how smooth the graphics is, like, man, it's like seeing her, run through the desert and see how the sand blows, or how she's swimming underwater once you get that breathing mask. I was like, man, this game's amazing. It's like, I really enjoy the gameplay, like, especially her learning all the new techniques. And, oh man, I was just going to town on it. But, and then, of course, another plus, you have Angela Bassett voicing Regala. I was like, man, you can do no wrong on this game, man. It's like, because when it dropped back in February, this was one of the first titles I picked up. Along with that, of course, Elden Ring and GT7, of course, that was a disappointment, but we're not gonna discuss that one here. This is all about Forbidden West being like one of my favorite titles this year. Hey, Modern Warfare 2, ever since this bad boy dropped, man, I fell in love with it. Like, with the campaign and the multiplayer, this been non-stop. The OG Modern Warfare 2 has always been my favorite, but now this one's up there with it. Especially, with the 2019 version of Modern Warfare. You cannot go wrong with this game. Like I said, from the campaign down to the multiplayer, some of your favorite maps. It's always good, like, to tag up with your buddies online. Tandem randoms, of course, I'm not going to get into all that. Just overall, man, this is definitely one of my favorite games of this year. Because, this bad boy came out the same week as Bayonetta 3. Of course, that's also on the list. But anyways, Modern Warfare 2, definitely another favorite to add. Here you got Bayonetta 3, and I just couldn't wait for this bad boy to drop. Ever since, man, I started playing this, I just went to town on it with the gameplay. The story is all over the place, but, with the cutscenes on it, but it didn't matter to me because, I played Bayonetta ever since the first one. I played, beat the second one. It was cool how they integrated all three games at the same time, and you have, like, the multiverse on there with different versions of Bayonetta, and you use their powers and all that stuff, which is really cool. Then you have Viola on there. I think she's, like, they're trying to mimic Virgil from Devil May Cry, with the color scheme and the sword and everything. So, which is wicked cool. And then you got, Chester just to help her out, whenever she needed, things like that. But, yeah, man, it was just cool to me. It's like, you couldn't go wrong with Bayonetta. It's like, yeah, I know, like, some people were questioning, like, the controversy on it, but not going to discuss that here. That's not what we're here for. I just want to say, hey, this is definitely one of my favorite games this year. So, yeah. Big ups to Bayonetta 3. And here we have God of War Ragnarok. Yes, the epic conclusion to this epic Norse saga, to the 2018 game. It's like, Kratos and Atreus, it's seeing the father-son relationship. Of course, the gameplay on top of it. On the PS5, like, dang, man, you cannot, the graphics. I mean, this is phenomenal, man. If you got an OLED TV, 4K, it looks amazing. But anybody with a 1080p, it also looks great on there as well. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it, but if you got this on the PS5, you're definitely going to enjoy this. Like I said. But anyways, that concludes like all my favorite games of 2022. 2023 is around the corner. See y'all next year.